only taking dubs. Shawty say she miss me.
Twin and Mizzy made this. Dubs.
I'm only taking dubs. Shawty say she miss me, only hit that shit once. Saying she in love, but you know I never was. I don't rock it twice, bitch, I wear that shit once. They send bullets through the back, but I was in the front. I got where I'm at, straight because of where I was. Yeah, I don't believe in luck, I don't believe in love. Don't be blowing on my phone, ho, you know that's one and done. Yeah, I be smoking L's, but I'm only taking rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Never shaking hands with you. Pass the block, all of you. Travel out to Honolulu. Little man, how are you? You already know how we do. Man of the hour every time that I'm passing to the early AM. No, I wasn't playing. Why you trying to shake hands? Cause you always faking. You not true. Yeah, I'm mad, going Super Saiyan. Big talks at the table with my fam. Amen. I'm only taking dubs.
Yo, them niggas is hot, yo. Them white boys is motherfucking hot, yo.
He said, I'm only taking dubs.
Yo, listen, real quick. You saw how I did my little DJ Clue?
Yeah, you
just threw Wally
threw
off.
me off. I was like,
that's officially an alias now. DJ Dev. DJ Dev.
I thought that was a part of the song. That's why I was looking around like.
No, that was like his inner fantasy DJ.
Absolutely.
Came out. Like he couldn't even stop. He heard the music and sometimes, listen, I've been there. He was bouncing to that shit. That nigga said, Twizzy Dubs! Twizzy Dubs! DJ Dev! We here!
You are now tuned into the Devinwade Show. I am your host, Devinwade, a.k.a. Dangerous DevNasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mom Out, a.k.a. Choke Your Pop Out, a.k.a. Choke Garnett Briscoe the fuck out, or what we might call him now, is what we calling you? Jerry Curl Jarrett? Jerry Curl Jarrett?
My name is my name.
I mean, white people always call you Jarrett.
Nah,
I'm thinking
Garrett.
Yeah, well, Jared or Garrett.
Garrett is trash.
I'm thinking El Dominican Drip. El Drippo.
Dominicano.
El Drippo.
Y'all lucky.
Let me see. Is the bird call different now that you got a Jerry Curl? It's the same.
I think it's consistent, right?
Yeah, it was pretty.
It's the same.
Pretty standard.
This is a whole different look. You gotta present something else. Like you gotta give it
do a
something
whole
more
nother
tropical.
Yeah.
Crown.
That was like real Sasson. That was like Sasson.
Listen,
why are y'all hyping this up? Man?
No, listen. I'm just saying, dog. That fit definitely. This man has a very large Jerry curl. I mean, it is his braided hair. I will say he does have this. He does have this poodle style hair when he lets his hair grow long. But that is.
I don't like that it's shedding though. It's he gives me like, I like it because it's shining, it's curly, but where it's shedding on his shoulder keep falling, and he give me like chicken head vibes. Yeah. I don't like that.
Yeah, this is my dude is definitely a little fucked up in the back, but he's gonna be all right.
But that is comedian, philanthropist, all that kind of stuff.
Top deacon, marine biologist.
Yes, we know.
And I appreciate all the people that actually send me DMs and messages and stuff like that, and they name all of these things so they keeping it consistent too.
Oh, so
y'all know what I do exactly.
Okay,
cardiologist. Y'all know what I do.
Yeah.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Oh, okay. You at school?
Yeah, online, just like everybody else.
You know what? I respect it. And then of course, to the right of him is this man's coming in today a little more fashionable.
This nigga got Yeezys on.
Listen. I don't know who this nigga is because he even got a name brand water bottle. Like I don't know who the fuck does that. He got the Gucci water bottle.
Shout to Wally. That's what it's. Listen, that is on the strength of Waleska D.
Yeah,
it's a complimentary bottle from. It's not even Gucci. It's Armani Exchange. And shout out to the homie in there, man. I mentioned Wally's name, and he said, yo, you know Wally? He was like, he mentioned everybody. He did know Garnett, too. He knew the whole
Did
crew.
he call her Water World, or he just said Wally regular?
He just said Wally regular. I know he did. That nigga don't know me on that.
He didn't know her by Wild Water Kingdom Wally. So he just knew regular, Wally the fashionista. And he came and got me a gift bag. He went and got me a gift bag, complimentary bottle with like a diary, some other stuff.
You got a little notebook.
So mention Wally, y'all, when you out and shopping in these stores, these nice stores.
Yeah, all the expensive stores. That is Porta Rich, a.k.a. Porno Rich, a.k.a. Panorama Porta, a.k.a. Pyrex Porta, a.k.a. What else? A Porter of Protection coming soon.
It depends what's going on.
And make sure that y'all go watch Chase Street on Amazon Prime. Make sure y'all go do that. And to my right, the fashionista herself that he just spoke on. One half of the detectives, Chelsea Lee, is not in the building. She's living her wonderful life without us on a beach or something.
Shout out to Chelsea.
Counting bread. She getting all the bread. We have Waleska D, a.k.a. Wildwater Kingdom, Wally, a.k.a. Big Drip.
Big Drip is crazy.
Splash World Wally.
Splash. Water World.
What's going on?
You know, living life. You know, I'm enjoying. I'm getting to the bag.
Oh, shit. I'm not. Everybody get into the bag. I got to change something up, man. I got to get to the...
I'm trying to, you know,
bag
level
talk.
up. That's all.
Big bag
Trying to,
talk.
you know, treat some of my homies at dinner.
Okay.
See,
I'm so happy you brought this up.
No, because this the thing. No, because she's trying to trick us into being bum ass niggas. Just imagine this. Imagine if she took us all to dinner after this, right? And she like, check this out, y'all. I got the check. And all of us, no, I'll pump fake. No. Come on. I got to take care of this.
Pump fake alert.
Look, pump fake. And then she like, nah, Dev, let me get it. And I'm like, if you insist. And then she pays for everybody. We're triple the bum. Each of us.
As a
we
squad.
like young boys. We really getting young boyed by her. Because she's going to be like, yeah, I just bought all these bitches dinner.
I'm with it.
Bitches.
I'm with it.
Garnett, I already know Garnett.
Listen, Garnett is definitely with it if you see this wig.
I'm ordering shit I never had before. I'm
you
running
gonna
your
get
tab.
rid
up.
of it?
That's one thing, man.
Nah.
That I don't like.
Yeah, I'm
like,
actually
and
not a fan of that.
I learned that as a young bull. Because as a young bull, me and my boys was so tight. It was like, if one of us had money, we all had money. But we was really on some broke shit. So like one nigga in the crew having $40 when we were like in high school. You know what I'm saying? One nigga having money, it was like we all eating. And you know when you went to the Chinese store or some shit like that, you would get like 4 wings fries cost $1. 4 wings was like $2.
Right.
You eating a whole meal $3. You could feed 8 niggas, whatever. One nigga that didn't even chill with us all the time, we all ordering our food. Niggas is ordering like same shit, 4 wings and fries. He get on the joint talking about something. Yo, what the fuck is going on in the corner? Listen, we got Cool Rob in the building right now. He's a weirdo and he's making noises. But this nigga decides to say, can I get a General Tso's chicken? And you don't know how.
Y'all ain't let him order it?
Listen, I did, but we looked at him. We looked at him like a bougie nigga. We in the trenches, nigga, trying to survive. You see us eating motherfucking chicken wings and fries, nigga, and you gonna order that shit on another man bill.
He tried.
Yeah, he's a fucked up nigga. We cut him out of the circle.
It definitely was like a whole $2 more.
Yeah, but I had a chick try to trick me one time. We were supposed to be going to like Maggiano's or something like that, right? Now I had a homie call me up and he was like, yo, whatever you do, nigga, do not. Y'all know him too. I ain't gonna mention what his name is, from Philadelphia. He says, don't let one of these bitches trick you into going to Capitol Grill, nigga. These niggas scrape me, nigga. They scrape me, nigga. I was almost washing dishes in the back, nigga. Don't do it. So me and the shorty was on a date, and you know, at the Cherry Hill Mall, they start separating the parking lot where like this is this.
Oh yeah.
Like they got valet. So we looking for park. We park up and the dude say, you can't park here unless you eating here or whatever. So shorty start telling me like, I mean, it don't matter where we eat. We could eat here, you know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I know how her mind is working. I know she's a finesser, you know what I mean? But I'm telling her like, nah, I love the food over here. I never ate there before. I don't know if that shit trash or not. But really, I was just completely intimidated of the bill. Them niggas wasn't putting a sport coat on me and charging me motherfucking $400 for a meal. They could kiss my ass on that note. You know what I'm saying?
Bills do get crazy.
Yeah, especially when you ordering liquor and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Depending where you at, they get spicy.
Yeah. Speaking of spicy, and not in the way of anything homosexual, but spicy in the original slang word of it. Cardi B has announced that, I mean, it's not even announced, it's out. She's just dropped her OnlyFans. I think it's going to do incredible numbers. I think she's going to make millions of dollars.
That's a fact.
Very, very fast. Just the idea that you could get 1 million fans to sign up for this. Because, you know, Devinwade Show, we do have our OnlyFans coming. Well, we won't have 1 million fans, but our shit will be worth $1. I'll tell you that much. But Cardi B is doing her joint at like $5. And you got to think, if you get 1 million fans and they're doing that every month, subscription base, you pulling in $5 million a month, just putting up posts. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that shit, Rich?
I think it's amazing, man. I think just creating more avenues and more platforms where artists and different type of creators, because, you know, you can just be a creator. You not necessarily have to be a musician. I believe, you know, if you have a following, and it's wild people that got followings, they athletes, they actors, whatever. So if you got a following and you can connect with like the people that support you and love you, and it's actually an even exchange where like, hey, we'll give you something that's extra, that's crazy, because we all have it. All artists and creators, I believe, that work in different genres in music and in acting, and you have like behind the scenes, you have a lot of things that get documented along the way that never really like comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you can also create exclusive content, you know, for like the people who support you originally, you know, on these original platforms,
right.
Instagrams and the Twitters and all that, you know. So now to have something new and something different where you can go ahead and give them something extra, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I feel like it's a beautiful thing. It's a great thing, because I'm like an artist and I got records that I feel like just for some reasons didn't make a certain project, and it might have wasn't like the same sound wise. Not that it wasn't like a great record,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
And now it's kind of don't count. It's like I can give this as a bonus,
absolutely,
and it doesn't necessarily count on my record. So it's like if a boxer had a joint where he just showed you his sparring matches,
right?
But you know it don't count on his record that he going in there trying shit.
And even if it's not as good as like my greatest records, it's like almost like I'm still letting you get that personal with me,
right.
That I'm showing you that I'm not perfect,
right?
I'm showing you that, you know, it's a hit and miss thing, and I can miss too.
And let's
you know
let's not be confused. Like, you know, some people might be upset by it and say like, oh man, I'm following you on IG or anything, but you got to understand that Instagram is making the money off of that shit. With the advertisements, when y'all be on there and y'all see Burger King slide down your shit, and you was just talking about Burger King, you know, to your homie, that liquor you just bought, all of a sudden they showing it to you over and over again. That's how they making their money, and they censor people. There's a lot of people with big followings on IG, and even y'all, if y'all listening, maybe you got 6,000 followers, and you ever notice like, why does this picture that you post up only get 50 likes? You think 6,000 of your people saw that? No, they didn't, because the algorithm on Instagram is preventing them from seeing it and preventing interaction. And that started when they started with the, you remember it used to be a timeline, and your timeline used to go in order.
Chronological.
Yeah, now that shit is all over the place, and they did that on purpose so that if you want people to see your shit, you got to pay Instagram. Well, now with OnlyFans, they can say, you know what? Fuck the gram.
Nah, that was definitely going to be my point. It's a chance for people to get something for all of this stuff that they put out. Because like you were saying, like Instagram on all that shit. Like we not seeing no bread from that unless you do something outside of Instagram to get paid for it. But they not paying you. They not cutting no checks. So it's good for the young entrepreneurs or the young creators, whatever you want to call it, and whatever way that you can use it. I think Cardi doing this does open up the door for so many other people where it's like, duh. It almost seems like how come ain't nobody else think of this before and capitalize on it?
Right.
Like, but when that does happen and everybody starts creating it, whether it's OnlyFans or whether something, you know, spawns off of that and becomes something bigger and better than OnlyFans, I think where we're going is subscription based. Like even look at our TV, like everything is on a monthly basis already.
It's
so.
a la carte at this point. It's
right.
Even with cable, it's like I want that channel and that channel and that channel. Yeah. I don't need all that filler shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I guess I could see people, you know, if I was a teenager, I was a diehard, you know, like Queensbridge, like certain rap people.
Right.
If a Mobb Deep had an Instagram back then and it was like, oh, I could get exclusive Mobb Deep shit, I would have bought that shit, not even thinking about it. You know what I mean? And been happy with my subscription. So I already know that for like a Nicki Minaj to do that, or the Barbs and people that follow that, they're gonna be with it. Now, if you add in the fact that OnlyFans don't give a fuck if a chick taking a motherfucking cum shot to the face, they going, it's OnlyFans, you could do anything. Right. So I'm speaking in extremes. So a nipple slip, pictures with clear shirts on, anything like that those women choose to do, it's not like it's going to get flagged, taken down.
There's really no censorship.
None.
Essentially on OnlyFans, but I think that people just think that to create an OnlyFans, it just needs to be like sexual. Yeah. But like, honestly, it can be other shit, which, you know, me and Dev was talking about, like, you know, Cardi might just be putting some exclusive shit, some behind the scenes shit that, you know, back in the day, we used to see that like on BET and on MTV, they used to show behind the scenes of all the videos being made, all the females
making the video,
making the videos and all that. So this is a good opportunity to, you know, capitalize on that.
I think one, like, just to touch on what you just mentioned, because I was going to mention that I definitely think it's important for us to mention it. OnlyFans, because of course, I think the first couple people that were on OnlyFans and stuff like that were like adult stars,
right,
and people of that nature, and IG models who probably had crazy followings already for, like, you know, just maybe twerking, dancing, you know, getting intimate with their fans or whatever on they platforms or whatever. And I think it's important, you know, because it does look like that, you know, in a lot of occasions, and when you first get wind of it. But like we all mentioned here, and like Garnett mentioned, is we feel like it's going to be way bigger and way different. And somebody that I'd like to mention, you know, who also, she was just shouted out by the OnlyFans real page, which I thought was dope. Like, they do shout outs like to like people who have dope OnlyFans, and it's different. You know what I'm saying? So I want to shout out 3D Not T, you know, who's an artist who I've been like following. I'm highly inspired by. I've been following since like 2000.
First off, Rich just trying to get the sex scene. Continue.
No. I forgot you even mentioned that. Listen,
listen. This is what happened. Hold on, I'm interrupting Rich. I'm interrupting Rich. So this is what's going on.
Here we go.
3D, if you're listening.
Oh my God.
Listen, you're the best female lyrical rapper I've ever heard in my life.
Tough.
Ridiculous, right?
Tough.
But we can't ignore. Very, very large breast, would you say?
She bad.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait, no. Very large breast.
Is that what the 3D stand for?
She just
healthy. But it could. It could.
She healthy, period.
All right, but no, can we get this confirmation, Puerto Rich? Very large breast?
Very healthy, very proportioned.
Yes. Proportioned? A very large behind?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this woman has bars, chocolate, dark skin joint.
Chocolate, nice chocolate.
New Orleans.
Chocolate Nubian
New Orleans. Used to sell crack.
Raw, still got that raw street side to her.
So listen, I'm just adding this up so that y'all can see how this could be on the high on Puerto Riches. But I'm just saying. But then Puerto Rich right now has a sex scene on Amazon Prime. Now we find out that 3D Nati has a sex scene on Amazon Prime.
So she bowed it with the sex scenes too.
So now what he's trying to do is a Captain Planet, let our powers combine. And you know what I'm saying? And
have maybe, a sex scene together.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she could be
trying to see what her sex scene hitting for.
Maybe you could cheat on your wife in Chase Street with her on the next season of Chase Street. Man, I think 3D Nati would be great on Chase Street.
You can swindle that.
Honestly, she is beautiful. Like, I'm looking at her page right now.
I'm looking too.
Very beautiful.
Let me get a glance at these
raw
locks.
On some like natural, not wearing makeup, just on some like natural shit.
Yeah.
Listen, I salute her.
And she built her studio with her hands, like hammer, nails, everything. Like she do everything.
But that's what's on her. Like, listen, let's get back to the root.
All right, I just wanted to give some perspective of Porno Rich. Continue.
First of all, shout out to the Bad Girls movie. Y'all go watch 3D Nati. She's on Amazon Prime now. You know, she's an artist, actress, independent, bargainer, whatever she wants. She's a hustler, man, a stone cold hustler.
Writer, ghostwriter.
Yeah, ghostwriter, super bad from the NO. She a dope queen that I follow. and I'm inspired and motivated by her. I actually got to meet her in Philly. You know, I met up with her in Philly when she came over here.
Did you walk up on her and say, I know who you is?
She knew he was. She knew he. Listen. She knew we was meeting. She knew we was meeting. I actually got her number. Like, I got her number. She gave me her number. It was dope, like a dope vibe. And I just respect her so much that I would never, like, you know what I mean, hit her up like on no nonsense. Like,
respectfully.
Respectfully. Like, I respect her movement, and I'm really like inspired by like everything she does and how she do it. And I just think that it's dope that OnlyFans recognized that because she thrives off of not like so-called quote unquote, you know, kind of like, you know, just letting the labels push you around, and making you like kind of like switch your style, and do, you know, shit that
she has her own identity,
right?
And she's creating it herself,
right? And she stands for something, you know. She stands for something, and she represents a certain type of woman,
exactly.
And she ready to out rap whoever. Like, I mean, for real, she could rap.
Nah, this is like real facts.
But that's, you know, like you said, that's what companies do. They want to change your image. They want to, for you to be able to be your true self. Come on now.
And like Dev said, like you know, I like that she just go on her Instagram, man, and she fearless. She really showed that she built her studio herself. She showed like footage of her like going to Home Depot, her going to yard sales to buy like things at a bargain rate, you know, cause showing really like bottom strategic moves that a lot of times when you come from cause I'm from the bottom.
Right.
And I know that a lot of times down here, like a lot of people I know around me, people be like hopeless. Like things can't happen and things can't get done. And to just have people out there like her, you know, and even the way she operates with her career, where she obviously not just doing whatever with any label. And because I know that she was like at tables with people, at round tables, you know, with different people in the game, you know, different people who had, you know, got names and legit people. And just her whole movement, man, you gotta go check her out. But she definitely somebody who OnlyFans shouted out. And she doing something different on there that ain't got nothing to do with like, you know, and don't get me wrong, she gets sexy.
Right.
She gets sexy. And I don't know if she gonna get y'all more sexiness on her OnlyFans. She might. But it's just so much more to her. You know what I'm saying? Than just like her sexiness. And
shout out to
funny.
her.
That's right. I want the poor scene.
I'm just saying. It just seemed like he said he said pool. You said porn scene or
he said porn scene. He did say that.
I said you swear I want the porn scene.
I thought you said pool scene because her scene looked like it was in a pool in her movie when I saw the little clip that she threw up on IG. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I seen it and I was just I was caught off.
You was what?
I was caught off guard.
All right, so this is the thing.
Off guard.
I'm wondering how he has 3D and the T's number, but didn't try to get her on the Devinwade Show. Like, what the fuck is going on?
That's what I was about to say.
We got to make it happen. We speaking it into existence now. That's what we doing. First, we got to put it in the energy, put it in the universe.
Yep.
Like, listen, she was down to earth when I met her, man. We got a story. We actually got a story. I was in 2011 when I first met her and got wind of her. I seen her first video. And it was so raw. She was like sitting in a project somewhere, and like I think even in the bando, and it was like a real trap joint. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, she hard, and I already knew like, yo, she dope, she pretty too, she bad, whatever. And you know, I tapped in, and immediately, you know how I be fearless, and I sent her Trap Season. And you know, Trap Season was like my trap joint that won awards out here. Like Big Joint did good for me. And when I sent her that joint, she was like, nah, I'm rocking with this vibe. She was like, I like this. And, you know, she was about to jump on it. She was like, I'm going to do it.
Look at Richie's glowing eyes when he's talking about
it's not just
me. Not because it's crazy. It's okay to be a fan.
No,
and a supporter,
absolutely.
And a supporter of somebody. And I like that. I'm so fearless.
You're passionate too.
Supporter Rich.
That's one of my things. Hold up. Don't put that out there yet. Supporter Porter. Listen, but I think it's just so dope to be fearless when you love something and when you support something and when you see something that's like so crazy out there, you know, and that's me. That's who I am. And when I first got wind of her, I hit her right up. And I was like so honored that she was like, I'll do a verse for that. You know what I'm saying? I still got the thread. Like I saved the thread like of the conversation. Yeah, like, and she was just like, nah, because I rocks with her. You know, I really know she going to like big places. You know what I'm saying? I foresee things.
Okay.
And again, this is back in 2011. And right when she was about to send me the verse, shit just started going crazy for her. I think she went to like All Def Digital or All Def Digital with Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons, yeah, I remember
something over there, and then she had something with some other people where she was just, it got crazy, and I'm watching it go crazy for her, and she was still hitting me like, yo, it's getting crazy. I'm gonna try still, but you know what I mean, and I understood it. You know
but
what
at
I'm
least
saying?
she reached out to you and told you that. That just shows.
Listen, absolutely, man. When I seen her in Philly, when I seen her in Philly, I met her in Philly because she came out here. Like I believe she had a show. And shout to Chalk. I don't know if that's the show she did with Chalk. I think it is with maybe because she did something with 215 Exposure, and that's my people's. But she was out here, and I met her. I grabbed some stuff from her for some of her like her bracelet that's like an MP3. That got all her music, and it's, super dope, super witty. Another witty thing that I seen her, kind of like one of the first people I really seen like do something like that. It was a bracelet. You could wear it on your hand and have it all the time with you, which was crazy. So I just supported her, gave her some merch, some of my merch, which she showed love, and she showed love to the distribution family and to the Intend to Distribute movement. And yeah, man,
fuck all that. Do you think that she has WAP?
But she tell you she got the WAP.
Okay.
Now she tell you.
And that's one of Puerto Rich's favorite words when he talks to you about something, and then he just WAP.
Listen, one thing about Nazi is she talk heavy, but she also telling you that she also telling you that she ain't playing with you. She tell you type shit like she gonna rock you like how a nigga rock, and then push you off and light it. She wanna light something up, smoke something, and nigga get off me. Yeah. That's how she talk, and that's how she become.
Well, maybe they should have seen. Well, it would have made more sense then. Because there's a controversy.
I'm just saying you got to be built for that. Like you got.
No, that's a fact.
When you know what type of woman a woman is and what type of caliber, you got to be. If she telling you that's how she is and you like it and you wanna, and I guess in the act or get to know her, you got to be built for it.
Well, I only said that because there's a controversy right now. Cardi B, who obviously brought in this whole OnlyFans conversation, dropped a song with Meg Thee Stallion, WAP.
That's my shit.
Or what's the other version called? WAG?
Oh Lord.
What?
I didn't even know that.
Wet and Gushy?
No.
Oh, they got a WAG.
They got a censored version.
The video is only censored. I never saw the video.
No, I'm saying I didn't see the name.
But it changed. I mean, once you call it Wet and Gushy, then it got to be WAG.
True.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like
the whole video is censored. I haven't really got to see it.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. The video is. Let me tell you something. The video is. I like it. It's very different. What Dev was talking about the controversy is basically, she highlighted Kylie Jenner in the video. And, Cardi and Megan, they had three other people in the video. She has Sukihana, who if nobody knows who Sukihana is, y'all need to go follow her because she is some shit. And then she had Rosalia, and then she had Normani. And the main thing was this girl posted on Twitter basically stating that, this is a prime example of, white women not having to do nothing to be highlighted, essentially. That's basically what she was saying. And she was saying, you had Normani in there, which had, like, if everyone watched the video, you see, like, they're in this, like, Alice in Wonderland type of, video. So each door is like very small, but when you look in it, you see the artist in it. So you seen at first, not for nothing, at first I couldn't even tell that was Normani. I didn't, because it's not zoomed in. Maybe I was watching it on my phone. Maybe that was it.
So it's super small. Yeah.
So it's super small. And then I seen Rosalia, and then I seen Sukihana. But what people are saying and how people are feeling is that, maybe Cardi should have highlighted Normani coming down, or, Rosalia or somebody in that, like, maybe a black woman or a Latina woman or something. They're highlighting a white woman. And gotcha. I just think right now, the climate of the world, like, granted, I don't think Cardi was looking at it or even trying to put it in that light, but that's like the, like, what do they say? The unconscious bias. Like, you don't really know that you're doing something. Essentially, you're doing it, but you're not in your head. You're not doing it in that, like, light.
Right. I mean, obviously, it's not like you feel like you're doing white worship or something like that.
But so I think people are taking it like that. And
but what's their relationship?
I mean, what Cardi talked about it on. Well, clearly they have some type of relationship.
So that's what I'm saying.
She's defending her. She's like, no, I'm going to keep her on the video. Which I feel like, I don't want to separate. I think right now, like, people are trying to separate white people, black people, Spanish people. Like, we don't need to separate. She had a Spanish woman, a black, two black,
number one.
women.
So this is what they got to understand. The stars of the fucking video are two. You know, I don't separate Hispanic people. Two black people.
Right.
Like like we have people of color are on the joint. Now I don't know people's relationships.
Right.
If I'm doing a music video and I got White Mike next to me, that's one of my closest homies, like for dumb years that I actually met Garnett through and stuff like that. If a person is like, man, you could have put that spot, it's like, you don't know my relationship with this man compared to the other people that's in the video.
Not even the relationship. If you just look at it like this, like, she is the biggest celebrity in the whole video.
Yes.
Why would you not highlight the biggest celebrity? Like, why?
It's a cameo.
Why even go get her? Like, why even ask her to be in it if you're just going to give her a small part?
Right.
That's not what she's.
You went
there
to go
for.
get. You went to go get. If you go get Michael Jackson to be in your fucking video, if you go get fucking Michael Jordan to do something in your video,
Right.
And she's sexy. Did you get that?
Yeah, listen, I know. Listen, Rich, I know the
what
truth.
Is it, Kylie?
Yeah.
Rich, I know that
Jenna,
you really wanted
Kim
3D Nitty to do that part in the video, and then it wouldn't be no controversy. They would be
not.
But then, but you want to know what the controversy would be then?
What?
Why they ain't let her rap on it?
Right.
Because she rapped too good.
Right.
People find a problem with any fucking thing that you do, man.
And they don't need to come at Cardi because that might, we don't know.
And
like
that's
you
how
said,
I felt. Like,
yeah, they coming at her like crazy. And she's like, these might be all her homies. And they kicking it. Kylie, she's not a singer and she doesn't dance. So I get the fact that she had the other girls in the room dancing and doing their own little thing. Kylie just walked through as like the, a little model, walking through the, the room or whatever. And that was that.
People are just upset and, people are always mad at their own misfortune.
Right.
And they know what Kylie used to look like.
Right.
And they love to like shove that in her face every 5 seconds.
Yeah,
they be like,
fact.
let's show a picture of what you really look like. And then they do that to try to be like, you're built. You're not a real human being and all types of shit like that.
Can I ask you a question though? Do y'all feel, just on this perspective, because I had a conversation with somebody about this earlier. When they had Normani, who's a black artist, in like that little room, do you understand like in regards to like how people are looking at it like, damn, like we couldn't even tell that was her. And even like Rosalia, like they saying like they couldn't even tell that was her. And Kylie, you knew she was there, boom. But like people didn't know Normani was in that video. People didn't really know, you seen Sukihana for sure.
But what do you call that? What law or like what makes it where I had to put them in my video at all?
Right. No,
it's like I could have had, you feel me? I would feel like I didn't have to put a person in my video at all. If I say I want to have you do this on my set and be a part of something that I'm doing, that meant something for me and for them. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even if it was an Easter egg, even if it was something, I don't care how small it was. If it was like, yo, if you really look in the back of that video, did you know that Obama was there? I don't give a that's for the artists that are making the fucking video.
Right.
So I just think that in a climate like now with everything that's going on, you got to pick more important battles. You can't group some George Floyd shit in with
Cardi B video.
Or with them putting this woman in there. We all know people got problems with the Kardashian family, but every nigga want to fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this niggas will say what they gonna say. They'll put up old pictures of her face, but what about her face now?
She was the chosen one, man. They groomed her. They knew she was gonna be the #1 big fresh out of high school.
Listen, man, them niggas practiced. The doctor was practicing with the knife, nigga, getting nicer and nicer. He was getting nicer and nicer with the surgical gloves. You know what I mean?
I just feel like, what's the complaint though? Like, for real, because it's like everything y'all mentioned.
The complaint is that they highlighted Kylie Jenner, but didn't highlight the other people that were in it. Sukihana, Normani.
But they were highlighted.
But they're saying, like, Kylie had, like, it's the music stopped, and you just hear Kylie walking down the hallway.
Right, but let's be honest. Kylie is the biggest. I don't listen. No disrespect, right? Because no disrespect. I don't know about any of those females that Normani, Sukihana. I've heard now. Don't get me wrong. I think I've heard.
Rosalia is.
No, I don't.
She's been on many people's tracks right now. You don't know who Rosalia is?
No,
I'm gonna kick your ass.
No, I probably listen. I probably heard her on the track.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm not specifically in tune. I know I heard Cardi B mention a lot of up and coming females because that's what she does.
But did y'all hold on before you say that? Rosalia actually is really good friends with Kylie Jenner. They be like hanging out all the time. But I just had to put that out there.
No, that's dope. Shout to them.
Yeah.
But I don't think. So a lot of times it don't be nobody that's involved in the whole thing that has an issue.
Right.
It's really all spectators.
Exactly.
And the critics.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
how they view it.
Exactly. How they view it. And my whole thing is, again, like you said in the beginning, like, were we going to race again? We don't want white people to do nothing. So you basically didn't want, was it that? Or no, you said she just got highlighted more. Yeah, she got more attention. Okay, so it wasn't even about the race thing. Like, again, like Garnett said, she's the bigger celebrity. She's the biggest celebrity. She's like, to put Kylie Jenner on your joint with her 70 million following, 80 million, whatever, 100
Y'all better
million.
be lucky she wasn't rapping the lyrics too, because that's what I would have done. I would have made her start a video.
Like, listen,
I wouldn't even have been in this shit.
I'm sure that Cardi B knows entertainment and knows business, and her team around her knows entertainment and knows business, how I know business and how I know entertainment. And I know that Kylie Jenner just walking through my video is monumental.
Mm-hmm. I mean, listen, if they got a problem with that, they can watch another version of it. Garnett, how do you feel about Big Ass Dick?
What?
First of all, listen, our group chat is fucking crazy. I don't know why niggas is even listening to this shit. Apparently, Dev and Chuck checked out.
What the fuck is this?
No,
listen.
Wait. Why you make it me when you know it wasn't me? Just because you mad how I just tried to set you and you gonna make up stuff.
No, because this is true because you actually listened to it.
I did listen to it.
Exactly. So I never
listened to Badman.
No.
What are y'all listening to?
So apparently this nigga, they threw it in the group chat. I would never click anything that's the title of the song.
What is the title?
It's called Bod. B-A-D.
So it's a remix of the WAP song.
It's by Safari.
And it's like, dog, even seeing the cover, I was like, bro, I'm never clicking this. So no, Dev, I didn't fucking listen to it. I knew about hell no. I'm not. Listen, I'm never listening to any song that's called Big Ass Dick.
But Garnett,
I didn't come to this party for that.
Garnett, when it came into your message, you know how like it's already kind of like, you didn't just like tap it by mistake and just heard a little bit.
No, because I didn't even want to thumbs down. I just commented under it like, yo, what made you go listen to it? Why did you listen to it?
I gotta get for real now. Now I gotta go pure Porter. Listen,
Dev, listen to it.
But hold on, it's okay. It's okay, because guess what? Eventually, if it's hot and it's crazy, we all might end up listening to it because a lot of us played. Put it in your mouth, in my mother mouth, and it was because we was playing it going to Shorty crib. It was the anthem for the moment. Right. It was the sound. I wasn't playing it with three of my homies.
Listen. Cardi and them made an anthem for the women. He decided to make an anthem for us.
It's not the first time.
Yeah. But the thing is, are you going to be there when he performing that? Because that nigga's out here really showing his dick.
First off, nobody's going to a Safari performance.
Hold on, listen. We about to give him history. We about to give him history. Don't say nothing to Safari and try to violate Safari and go crazy on Safari about having a song called B.A.D., Big Ass Dick, if you're not going to say nothing to the legendary gangsters NWA.
The biggest dick in the world.
I've never clicked the button on that song.
Hook, it's the world's biggest. Don't matter, just don't bite it. It's the world's biggest dick. Don't matter, just don't bite it.
I think that was it. And I was a little ass kid. I remember riding around.
That.
I think I was riding in the car.
Never heard that. I'm sorry.
I was in a burgundy bucket with my mom. My mom driving in the front, and I'm in the back seat, and I remember that the world's biggest dick. That's crazy.
Listen, do what y'all do, the first one. But that is not going to be my anthem. It's not. I'm not.
Shout out to Chalk. Chalk said he kind of dug the what he had.
No, you said
the Bodman flow.
You think Dev watched it, Garnett?
Huh?
You
What?
think Dev watched the video?
It ain't no video,
It
man.
better not be. But
It's a freestyle.
So you listened to the whole thing?
Yeah, I heard it.
How'd it go? Just give me a little clip.
Was it like
It was the same
I'm
song.
never doing it.
But see, it got.
He
I
was,
think
but he
she,
was
like,
trying. But he was trying to do
never
this like
clicking that
Badman, like Jamaican joint on it. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Then he
I don't
said
think-
big ass dick. I mean,
That's the hook.
how does it
So
go
it's like,
though?
you know how they got the something with
Yeah.
that wet ass pussy. His is
Yeah.
like something
With
on this
that
big
big
ass
ass
dick.
dick.
You
Oh.
could something with this big ass dick.
I've heard too
The
much
Badman.
already, man.
The Badman.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's gonna
Yo,
work. I know the way
I'm
they
good
did it.
off
I know
that.
the
I'm
way. That, I
good.
know the way that these people was doing it back in the day. These legendary people we talking about, like NWA. Shout to NWA. Shout to the whole NWA. And Akinelli. Shout to Akinelli. Put it in your mouth. Joints like that. They was done a certain type way, and they worked. But that shit is definitely like skating on thin ice. When you go crazy, like just
you
some-
gotta tell
He had
him
to-
tread lightly.
He had his wife, I
Yeah.
believe,
Erica Mena.
topping him on the cover, kind of not topping him, but like
It
her
looked like
head
it.
was like like he like
No.
like from that front him
I
standing.
mean, they're very sexual though.
Something
that
I'm
couple.
never clicking on.
Yeah.
I'm never clicking.
I know-
What about
nothing in
Erica's
my
in it,
brain.
though? What about if Erica's in it though?
in what?
And his in
He's
like,
watching. I'm telling you, Garnett Briscoe 100%
what?
is watching the
In the
Erica
video.
Mena porno. That's a fact.
with that song in the background. You're not watching it?
He don't. The song is gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, I mean, the song don't matter because that nigga Brian Pumper was wilding in his videos. He has some of the worst music of all time. Niggas know who the fuck I'm
40
talking
chains on.
about. Crazy. But
Where is
yeah,
Brian
shit's
Pumper?
ridiculous. I'm watching it. I'm not going front. I'm watching it. But what I will say is I'm never clicking on, like, nothing in my brain says I want to know what that sounds like.
With that BAD sound.
But what
like.
if it's crazy though?
Well, then I'll find out in life through people.
Right.
I'm not clicking that button.
But still, we telling
it's
you.
on,
we
yeah, I mean,
we
I
telling
heard.
you. What if it's crazy and you become a fan? Later, will you click the button, knowing like that's your shit?
Nah,
big ass
nah,
dick.
nah,
I'm on my way to
This is the
Nah,
thing. This is
nah.
the thing. I think out of everybody here, Safari would most likely land on your top 10 of rappers, since your top 10 list does include people like Bow Wow, who also used to fuck with Erica Mena. Like, so there's a lot of connections here.
Uh-oh.
Not
He is-
that good at rapping.
He is making some points.
Look, not that good at rapping. Fuck with Bad Jones like Erica Mena. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Took
a
something
fact.
down. You also, hold on.
Top 10
hold on,
is a
wait.
stretch, bruh.
Nick Cannon.
And I'm not saying he's a bad artist. What I'm saying is that song particularly, I'm not clicking on that.
Yo, hold on. This
Nothing
is a weird
says
how
to-
all this connects.
they both peaceful. I think you gotta think for
Kardashian?
like peaceful rappers.
Kim Kardashian. Hold on, Kardashian? Kim Kardashian. How many niggas on that list for Kim Kardashian? Nick Cannon. Bow Wow.
Bow Wow did not fuck Kim Kardashian.
Okay. All right, well, we'll just
Bow Wow
that's
fucked
a-
Kim
Better
Kardashian.
check them stats.
You better
check
stop
them
sleeping
stats.
on Bow
serious?
Weezy. You better stop sleeping
I said
on.
little Bow Wow.
You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? You just don't
He
know.
hit Kim
You know what I
K.
mean? With the-
Allegedly.
and
That's
with the
what they
with
say.
the Mickey Mouse watch on, he brought
Yep.
the Mickey Mouse watch back.
No.
Yeah, he did that.
And listen, man, welcome to Hollywood. It's
Right.
It's
I
heavy.
mean-
It's heavy. It's heavy.
Well,
in
listen, we
Hollywood.
know, you know,
heavy in Hollywood.
Safari did something that, you know, the fans felt like he shouldn't have did. Cardi B putting Kylie in the video was something that she should have done if she fucking felt like it. And people want to see the same way Puerto Rich wants to see 3D and the T. The butt is super dumb, super dummy, stupid. The same thing for Kylie, as well as super dummy stupid. But there's a different kind of super dummy stupid that I think I see the dumbest, stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
It probably came from Facebook, didn't it?
Man.
Did it
Well,
generate
well,
from
listen,
Facebook?
Yes, listen.
wild shit generates on
It's
Facebook.
happening at the right time because this has been the dumbest year and the stupidest year of fucking.
Well, the year doesn't count.
But so let's backtrack. Let's
What was this? What happened?
listen, man, listen.
he real
listen.
stressed.
I'm just thinking about it. It's crazy.
It's just like
funny.
there's always been stupid criminals, dumb crimes. Telling on yourself is at an all-time high, but I've never seen a person videotape themselves do a crime that would get them like real
Live.
years.
Live.
Not even videotape. See, videotaping videotaping, there's a possibility that you just recorded it for yourself and you didn't send it out. Live, you cannot take back.
No.
You have already put it in the fucking database.
Live is so crazy. Do you understand how crazy it is?
But not just do the crime. Put your face in the camera and talk to people and be like, yo, folk, no, man, fuck out. I guess, yo, stop looking and watching me, nigga. Snitch ass niggas trying to watch me do a crime, nigga. Fuck boy ass nigga, fuck out of here, man. I'm gonna break this motherfucker open, folk.
He was telling them what he was doing. He was like, fuck y'all keep asking what the fuck I'm doing. Y'all see what the fuck I'm doing. He was, we got this bitch trying to get it. We gonna get God. I'm like,
but
listen,
hold on.
I'm like, bro, really no mask?
He had an axe type sickle, green, like what's the Grim Reaper joint, just swinging that shit. Them niggas was taking turns. Them niggas was tired. They finally gave up. I don't think they got that thing open, nigga.
And
by the way, guys, we're talking about guys that were trying to crack open an ATM in the middle of the riots taking place in Chicago, that started based on a police-involved shooting. But rest assured, this is not a George Floyd type of situation. This was something totally different and something that not protesters at all used to exploit a situation and go wild out. And they wild out.
And these kids, these young kids, please let this be a lesson and not a story that we glorify and not an action that we glorify. This little brother has been misinformed in Chicago. I seen the kid barefaced. They try and break into an ATM machine. The attempt alone gonna probably take at least like 5 years of their life once they catch up to him. The attempt alone on the ATM machine. To ATMs is like a bank. They like mobile banks.
Yeah. Unless this nigga is a fucking prince in another country and has some kind of diplomatic immunity, which he doesn't, folk.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
And he, guys, like, I don't know. I think it's like, yeah. It's not.
Guys.
That's what he told. Listen, this is the porter that works with the kids at the center. Yeah. When he starts talking to them, guys, listen.
Like, listen up, people.
No, guys, it's bad. It's bad. Like, and I get it. I think it's a thing. Like, cause I get in my psychiatrist mode, and I think it's a thing where like going viral is like an adrenaline rush, right? Because we also seen, and I believe it was in Chicago. We also seen a shooting on.
I don't even want to go into that one yet, Rich.
Okay.
I want to say we're going to talk about that. That's
okay. But my whole thing is just this on film thing is getting out of hand. Like when you incriminate yourself to that point where you're breaking into an ATM machine with hammers. And you're showing your raw face. You're smiling. You're
communicating with the people on the live.
Yeah. Talking about your big ass eyeballs.
You logged in under your name.
You probably mentioned the homies that was masked up with you that tried to have a half a mask. I think he had a half a mask on. And you probably mentioned them. Like, again, let this be a lesson, my God. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Like, okay, first of all, y'all not even protested for no real, like, it wasn't no real protest, we don't think. That it was like some real, like, y'all trying to get some answers. This looked at more like a robbing spree.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, they said it was like at least $300,000 in that ATM machine.
They was going.
Okay, so listen.
Not knowing, clearly they don't know that.
Listen, I know.
That's what they.
I know robbers. Right. I've known robbers. Even if you were a robber, robbers don't show their.
Like that?
Robbers don't show their face. Robbers don't do that.
No.
You gotta understand, Rich.
Robbers
right
come
now,
with masks.
No, Rich. We are in a parallel. We are in a parallel. No,
nothing.
Richie, we are in a new world, new universe. The recklessness of these kids, they are killing people and then going on Twitter and saying, my body count just went up, nigga. What y'all gonna do back? Nigga, I just scored on y'all niggas. When y'all niggas ain't gonna score back. That's everything, the moral compass in general is way off. Where the community itself and the kids that's going through it is almost sick, bro. to the point where they don't know what the fuck. They're detached from reality. They think they're in that fucking game. What's that fucking game
Grand
called?
Theft Auto.
They ain't Grand Theft Auto, bro. Them niggas do not give a fuck. They not wearing masks, doing nothing. They literally
that game is crazy.
They look at their life as just a crash test. Like, they do not give a fuck. A nigga that'll throw his life away and like steal some shit like that, like grand theft, you know what I'm saying? On camera because he wanted to show everybody, most likely it's the same nigga that'll catch a body and won't, you know, it ain't about nothing for these niggas, man.
That's because the clout is more important than anything right now. That fame, that viral moment, because at that point, you know you going viral. It's such a like idiot move. You know people are gonna be like, you gotta see this shit. Look at these niggas.
And this is coming from
and
a nigga with a Jerry curl wig on telling you this shit. I'm looking at this nigga tell some real shit.
I had this shit on.
And he's got a Jerry curl wig. This shit is
I'm
crazy.
talking super serious
You
right
can't-
now.
Sleazy E right now.
You can't forget that. You just went into like a fucking young Al Sharpton move.
Yeah, he is. Yo, keep going. You and your Al Sharpton bag. Go ahead.
Nah, what was I saying though? What was I saying?
You was basically saying these niggas is fucking stupid, man.
Oh no,
and the shit that
just for the clout. Is all of that shit because it's the money's right there. Clearly,
Listen.
if the ATM, you'll rather still be on live than actually get what you came for.
Exactly.
Old nigga comment. I know I contradict and go back and forth with this all the time. The music, you know, the art imitates life, but then also, you know, vice versa. The music is at an all-time level of new ignorance. And it's not like NWA where sometimes they would say wild shit and it was kind of unrealistic. You know what I mean? It was like, hit the barbecue, nigga, looked at me. I pulled the AK. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, whatever. These niggas, I just heard a song earlier from a young nigga who came here and did a song. The song was playing back, and in the song, just the bad part, it was fire. But in the song, it had that Chicago drill type of shit. And in the song, he said something about having beef with some niggas that he tried to shoot at, and then his aunt, but it's all on a dance bop too. But then his aunt tried to tell me that's my cousins. Like I was like, fuck that auntie nigga, I'm start busting. And it was like the nigga was rapping like how anybody could get it. Like, you could family member, I don't know you like that, nigga. I'm shooting on everything. I'm fucking your bitch.
They always fucking on something.
It was all
niggas is
because that's where the song was going. Everything was just like, I'm smoking a zit. Yeah, I'm fucking your bitch. Yeah, I'm buzzing the clip. Yeah, fucking your. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I wish y'all could see his bop though. His bop crazy.
That's one thing about.
His face is hilarious.
That's one thing about me. I stayed away from those drama raps. All my bitches was singles in all my raps. Like my whole career, they was single. I never was trying to fuck nobody, bitch.
Yeah,
What do you call it? Drama rap?
To me, to me, when it's just, don't get me wrong, because, you know, we come from the raw place, but like, when you paint it a certain type way, yeah, I think you bring in more of that energy, kind of like, and you kind of like can absorb more of that energy possibly when you actually out and in real life, because, you know, art does imitate life to a certain extent. I think when you going raw with it like that, like, yeah, I'm shooting a nigga every day, clap a nigga down, I kill a nigga every day, my killing count crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's not even that basic now. Now niggas' lyrics really be like, my boy killed their man, now I'm fucking that bitch. It be like kind of specific in that way, where it's like, wait a minute, where'd that bar come from, my nigga? Like, that bar sounded like you said, my mans killed her dude, and now I'm fucking her. You know what I mean? Now she with the team. And it's like, that's probably a real bar. That's probably a real...
It might be.
That's probably a real
Life
bar.
is just crazy right now.
It is, man. It really fucking is. This shit is out of motherfucking control. But yeah, man, he's on there doing that. But then he'll probably be the same nigga saying somebody snitched on him.
and the sad part is,
and listen, please. Nobody say freedom either, because we seeing this shit. Don't say free these niggas.
That's because
they
niggas forgot
to do anything.
People don't know what free people meant, and like
they
I said,
they was free.
They was.
They went and got on tape, robbed the ATM. They was free.
Exactly.
They was free as everybody else.
So they decided to get arrested.
And trust me when I tell you, listen, young kids, guys, they got places for you.
Coach Porter.
They got private prisons. Come on,
Guys.
like private prisons. I know they keep building them, bro. They letting anybody buy one now, and they gonna sell you like a modern day slave, man. Like, stop, man. It's not worth it. Your life is not worth it. Happiness is not worth it. You can find other shit to do. I get it. Some of these kids, and I hope they listen to the podcast and they tap in. Some of the real, ones that's on the real back blocks and real little, in inner cities, from cities like Chicago and Philly and Camden. I hope they tap in, because I'm here to tell you that they got a place for you if you want to act crazy and you want to act silly and make stupid moves, especially like wage war on your own people. Hurting your own people, doing dumbass crimes and getting on camera. You're like, that wasn't like a cool move.
Yeah, because I saw a murder on camera and it was by Garnett Briscoe, and it was when you shot Ricky in the back, nigga. Look at that Jerry curl. That's the same Jerry curl of them niggas that shot Ricky, man.
He definitely looked like a skinny anorexic doughboy. Like, fuck wrong with him? Nigga over here. Somebody
I didn't do anything to you today, bro.
Nah, but you look like
breadstick.
You look like you definitely more like breadstick. You're not Ice Cube.
He actually looked like the little boy that played in the beginning of that movie.
When they found the dead body.
Yeah.
The young one. He did have a Jericho. You is baggy,
dope boy. Is a yellow shirt.
You baggy, dope boy.
Yo,
but breadstick was hilarious.
The funniest was when you called him a Dominican Snoop.
But he do look like El Perro.
El Perro.
Yeah, no bullshit. Dominican Snoop, and like a little skinny Ice Cube, like Ice Pick. We got all
Ice Pick is crazy.
Oh my God, you could be a pimp named motherfucker Ice Pick.
Nah, but let's tighten up out here, man. Smarten up, man. Please, man. Love your life, man, because trust me, it's people out here that will take it from you. And if you don't, it ain't got to be killing you. You could die slow in them jails. That's a slow death, man. And I'm telling you. I'm
just like, man, you could have tried to break. It's many of ways to like break into that ATM. Like, they have machines. You don't have to be doing it this old school way. You said they had hammers?
They had axes.
Axes? Like, come on.
Like your boy in your movie you keep shouting out.
Where was they at? In Chicago?
What's the movie you keep shouting out, man? Your favorite movie of all time, the worst movie you ever seen, but it's great.
That John Henry joint?
Yeah, you said he had the axe. They was on that John Henry.
Again, listen, this brings me back. And I got to mention this. This brings me back, and we're going to shout out to the Philly. Shout out to Philly. Shout out Chicago. We're going to get the Philly street guys, holler at the Chicago street guys and see if we could get this all right in the streets when we try to do crimes like this. Because the Philly guys actually took a forklift out of the Lowe's during their riots. They did. Out of the Lowe's, they took a forklift. They drove the forklift through the riot. They had like an escort that moved people out the way with like a shotgun. They got everybody out of the way, and they took their forklift in a Wells Fargo and took a whole safe. And they was costumed up, disguised. They got away with it. They got the whole forklift away, everybody away from them while they got it away to wherever they got it to escape at.
That is some 2020 shit.
But it was all great and crazy mastermind.
But they wasn't the same ones that tried to blow it up with dynamite and blew their hands off though afterwards.
No. Oh, okay. These kids went on Instagram with the money. And they found them. They went on Instagram with the money, and the FBI was investigating the whole situation because that was heavy.
Right.
They had took like $100K. And some real paper.
The niggas in Chicago, all these niggas, they drive up in their cars on the news. You see their license plates clear as day. The camera people is right there on the ground. Like, niggas is riding up in their car, loading their cars up with this shit, and it's not like they're gonna blur their license plates on the news. They're just filming like people are out here doing this, and it's just like, dog, you're caught right now.
Well, not only did they try to break into that ATM machine, when they got caught and they went to jail, the one boy, I forgot his name, but he made a phone call. I was reading it in the Chicago article. One guy calls a friend of his on the jail phone and basically states how he threw the gun. Because they had illegal weapons on them too. So he throws the gun in the river or in the water, wherever he threw it at. And the reason why he said he had the gun was for self-defense.
On the jail call. On the goddamn call that says, before you start talking, the call says, this call may be monitored and recorded for
I don't
whatever
even know
purposes.
why we acted surprised. You saw
Wait, it was just so funny.
This is the thing.
No, it is. That's hilarious.
When you have average intelligence, not even smart.
Come on.
When you just have average intelligence,
Oh, man.
it will still continue to baffle you. No matter how dumb. You could watch a nigga burn his hands on the stove 10 times in a row. When he go the 11th time, you just as baffled. Like, you'll watch this nigga for 3 hours straight like, oh my God, is he crazy? He's not going to do it again, is he?
I would have been gave up on him, dog. I would have been
That's
gave
it.
up. I expect it now. Like, yo, you was on your Facebook or whatever you was on recording yourself.
No.
I'm not putting that past you.
Once the nigga goes to jail, niggas is like, oh, he done learned his lesson.
Right.
He's fucked up.
He ain't know, but the sad part about that is they don't learn that lesson till about 10 years later. About 10
that's
years
true.
in, when the wisdom and the understanding and all that comes in, and they looking back. Because at this moment, he's really probably in there like, man, motherfuckers hated on me. Man, motherfuckers knew I was
But you know
getting
what's the
that
sad
bank.
part? This shit is recorded and documented. This video would never go away. So you're going to have to live with this for the rest of your life.
That's
You
what they
can't-
wanted.
The world we
That's
live
what
in
he
now,
wanted.
yo.
That's what they wanted.
Sometimes,
The
yo,
world we live in now, yes.
sometimes I be wondering, like, this a whole different discussion, but sometimes I be wondering when I see charges that niggas get for certain shit, and I'll see niggas do some shit. It be a murder, be a little something to it. Nigga get out in like 4 years. Then another nigga do something that's not even like that, and the nigga got 22 years.
Absolutely.
And I be like, do they want the people in the prison, but do they want certain niggas on the street to kill other niggas?
Absolutely.
Cause
Absolutely.
I'll be like it's, and definitely on some Chicago shit. It's been known in Philly where know a nigga that be like, yo, you had 2 murder joints. You know what I'm saying? And you like my age, my nigga, and you free now still. But you went to jail for them shits. You know what I'm saying? You went to prison for them shits. Like separate occasions. And niggas be back out. So it started making you really wonder what kind of game they really playing out here
And that's
with
why
people.
and that's why people like, rest in peace, people like Nipsey Hussle, people like Tupac Shakur, people like that, some of our legends who tragically, left us before their time, be so crazy because they was like up on all that type shit, and they was like kind of like pushing the other way. Nipsey was pushing for like positivity and unity, amongst the communities and inner cities. And look what happened to him. He got killed by one of those same type people who you mentioned that they'll probably eventually like cut loose again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll probably, and I don't even want to say the person's name because I just,
I feel you.
I don't respect
It's
like
almost like a worse than a cuss word.
yeah,
Continue.
like yeah. It's like bad. It's like horrible. You know what I mean? Because I don't like horrible people. You know what I'm saying? But like eventually they gonna cut him loose. They'll find a way to cut people like that loose. You know what I'm saying? Who we definitely like feel and know, like, bro, it ain't the community fault. It ain't the hood fault that you can't get your shit right, or that you a fucked up individual, and that you that motherfucking toxic,
And they're going
and
to
that you
use
that
them.
motherfucking evil. You know what I'm saying, my nigga? Like, you gotta like check yourself.
Nigga will be out here motherfucking killing 3 more people before his shit done, and getting other niggas locked up for regular drug shit and shit like that along the motherfucking way, feeding the system. You know what I mean? But the thing that Rich brought up earlier, it's 2 things loaded in one. We came across a video. I personally just don't know when the time period of the video is. I see it circulating now.
Right.
We know sometimes videos could circulate. I tried to look into it more and could not find the real source of this video. But the video was of 2 young men arguing in what looked like an apartment complex's parking lot. And there's multiple people outside, different like ladies outside. There's somebody filming it from their doorway. And these 2 gentlemen, they're arguing. And there's over a chick. So it's like a brown-skinned dude, light-skinned dude. Light-skinned dude looked like a Draco in his hand. Looked like a little mini AK, looked like, in his hand. He's got it downward, and he's arguing with this other guy about this girl. And the dude is in his face, and he's telling the dude, look, man, I don't got beef with you. I just want to talk to my girl. And they arguing. So something's going on with this woman, and she's like inside of a car. So then while the one dude that's holding a Draco downward, you know, he's not pointing it at him, says, yo, back up. I don't got no problem with you. The other dude pulls out a gun and points it at his head. The guy with the Draco starts walking away around the car like he's walking towards his girl. He's kind of walking away, though. The other guy follows him with the gun pointed to the back of his head. And then that guy that was pointing the gun at the back of his head sits the gun on the ground to look like he wanted to shoot a fair one with him. And then all we see is the guy turn around now that the dude doesn't have a gun, and he fires 2 shots. And when I first watched it, I thought that he shot 2 shots at the dude and missed. But it seemed like he might have been shooting warning shots because he was very, very close. Warning shots, and then the dude went to the ground to try to grab his gun, and then he ran up on him and shot him 2 times. And the one time was definitely in the head, and he was left there. And all the women were screaming, running back into their apartments. And the whole situation was just so fucking unfortunate because, like I said, I tried to look up more things to it. We all did and couldn't find anything, so I don't know what the context was, the relationships of the people that was in it. But it just looked like one of those situations where there was multiple wrong moves that were made throughout the entire thing. That's usually what happens, man. It's always wrong moves, and it's nobody that's either making the grown man decision or is nobody around to help them make the decision for them. And it's always in those moments, something always bad happens. Young boys with really big guns. You know, this guy's outside. So, you know, in my mind, I'm trying to imagine the different scenarios and ways that this happened. One, the guy comes outside, he got the Draco, whatever, you know. I felt like possibly because he didn't point the gun and he said, I don't have no problem with you. I just want to talk to my girl. If I'm the other dude and maybe there's something with me and this girl, who knows, whatever it is. But if this is the scenario, maybe I don't feel comfortable you going to talk to her and you got a damn gun. Like maybe I feel like you might hurt her with the gun. Right. So I'm trying to justify why he pulled his gun and pointed it at him knowing but didn't fire it. But do you think the guy came out with the Draco because he knew she was with another dude and that he was probably like, had a gun. Let me have this just in case because I don't know how he coming. So this is one of these things that people got to understand if they don't live in the kind of environments that we come from. It be those type of bad decisions where it's like scenario where I might have got jumped before. If I had a pistol on me, I'd be fighting a murder charge. Instead, I got into a fight. I got jumped. Me and the person end up running it back. You know what I mean? A fair one or something. And it is what it is. I might even see that person and it's kind of like something we laughed off. But when you introduce weapons that take people's life away, that's where the whole dynamic changes. And you see it going viral. And I just feel sorry for the families because, you know, this is something that they're going to see all the time on social media, on, you know, Instagram, Facebook. You know, it's just going to be there. And just to kind of see them just die like that. Like I could imagine seeing like my brother or cousin or, you know, my significant other just like anything. Yeah, that woman, even that woman, whatever the scenario is, maybe she moved on from an old boyfriend. Right. Maybe she was cheating on a boyfriend. Whatever it was, that result wasn't expected. At all. You know what I'm saying? For it to turn into that, you know? So at the moment while they're sitting there arguing, right? That's the scariest thing that could happen. So you're trying to prevent it. You see the two dudes arguing. You like, no, put your gun down. You go here. Stop it. Do this because you don't want that. And then to see that actually takes place because obviously you came with this other guy. Yeah. And that other guy ended up dead from the dude that said, I want to talk to my girl. Right. Whoever it was that considered you to be his did that. You know what I'm saying? And whatever mindset he was in, we just don't know the dynamics because we don't know what reputation the other dude had. I just feel, first of all, we should try to avoid situations that would lead to, I guess, violence and weapons being drawn and things of that nature.
And like I would definitely say that I hope it wasn't over no petty shit, no goofy ass shit, you know, and I hope we stopped that, because again, this was in a hood somewhere. These was two young black kids. We not sure exactly where, what time it was. I was trying to find some shit and I couldn't, but it happened, period. And, you know, like Dev said, weapons was drawn. And see, again, bottom line is here is we should avoid situations like this and try to avoid these energy and treating each other with disrespect and fighting over petty shit like women. There's plenty of women out here. If a girl don't want you, if a woman cheat on you, then find you a better woman. Find you a new woman. Don't end your life. Don't throw your life away over no woman. You know, because, again, this was over a woman, this certain situation. But still, I just want to talk about gun rules real fast, right? And when we talking about gun rules, there's different rules because you got like legal gun holders, right? And I think I think they have a different rule book in the legal gun holder law manual. Like, I think they would be more of the people who would probably pull a gun somewhere and get a pass and not have to really like use it and flash a gun, where it could probably be okay in a certain scenario and in a certain instance. But in the streets and street side of it is really like, and it's all toxic, just to be honest. It's all toxic because it's really nasty. But it's the rules, quote unquote, to the streets, you know, and it's one of those things about the streets that I just feel it's toxic.
It's a classic saying, no, but you gotta say it.
Right, yeah, no, you don't pull your pistol if you're not gonna use it. You have to use it when you pull it, you know, and
so we got to get to the point where the people not pulling it.
Absolutely. We got to get to the point where people smart enough to know, like, hey, this isn't even a scenario where we should even be thinking about guns to kill another little young black man like myself.
Yeah, over a woman, and now neither one of y'all got her. One's going to prison for sure. The other one is dead, and she will be moving on eventually.
Yeah, she's going to fuck with somebody else anyway. And you just took somebody's life and ended another young man's life. You know, don't get me wrong. Like, the young man who had the gun, we don't know. These was two young men with guns out.
Yeah.
We don't know if the young man.
Both bad
what
decisions.
if the young man had the gun, and God forbid, like, again, prayers to their families, condolences to their families, prayers to their family. But we speaking here. We speaking about reality and real situations and real possibilities. You know, what if the guy that had the gun, because these are gun-slinging guys, it looks like. What if the guy that had the gun was a guy that had 10 bodies?
Yeah.
And now this was the one, you know, for whatever reason, he didn't body this guy quick enough. And
yeah, right now, that's a fact.
He got body. Like, it's just all bad.
Right.
It's all bad. And again, I only mention that because I wanted to get to those toxic rules when I mentioned that maybe on the legal side, somebody with like a permit who, you know, because now you are law abiding, you went legally and got your pistol. It's legally to protect you from like real dangers and real people trying to really violate you in life. You know what I'm saying? So in that instance, if you know, somebody came up on you and tried to rob you, you would probably pull it and back them out and not even use it. If they didn't have a gun, they tried to rob you with like a knife or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the streets though, they have those rules where like, yeah, and I get it though. I understand it. I still say it's toxic, but I understand it. Don't pull a pistol on nobody and not use it because it's a threat. You threaten my life. You know what I'm saying? You threatened my life. And then you like really like spared me. Like, what's the chances of you coming back and now acting on this threat?
Right. And that was the dynamic that I was saying when I watched it, and we talked with friends immediately about it. And it's just like, I don't know the dynamic of the people. All I could say is, you know, amongst our circle, I just named some names of people that we grew up with, people we know do certain shit. And I was like, well, let's say it was such and such. What would you do? You knowing it's him is like, oh, nah, I'm hitting him because I know he gonna come hit me later. All right, you already know niggas' resumes. So it's like, I don't know what this dude's reputation is there. You know what I mean? It's just sad. What I try to explain to people all the time, it's just sad to even grow up in that environment. And I feel like when you get older, right? Like when you get back then when I was younger, I didn't even realize we was in it. Might have rapped about it and said it, but as an older man, it'd be like, man, kids didn't even have to like I look at it almost like it's not me or my friends or anybody that was that age. It's like that shit not even a fair scenario to be in.
Yo, listen.
Motherfuckers ain't even fully mentally developed, and you got access to weapons. You thrown in a weird environment where it's poverty and motherfuckers is just growing up looking up to the wrong shit, and it's just a fucking pot just boiling, you know what I mean? Waiting for some shit to happen and that shit to overflow, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I definitely looked at it as like a bad decision making just from watching it. I'm mad I even had to watch that video so we could talk about it. But yeah, what it seems like it was almost, I'm not gonna say, yeah, it was possibly out of fear, just out of fear for his life, where he made the first bad decision. And when you see somebody else going back to their gun, I'm not saying it's a right or wrong decision, but it's like, what do you do after you shoot at somebody knowing that they're going to fire back?
Right. What Rich said. Yep.
And like I said, I know, that's just a fucked up position to be in, even though he put himself there. I'm pretty sure other people been through situations like that. I've been through a situation. I put myself in a very bad position that, excuse me, that I had to do something that it's like, damn, I felt like I had to do that, but I shouldn't have had to do it if I didn't put myself in that position in the first place. So, thank God, it wasn't anything that I did wasn't fatal, and I was able to, rectify my wrongs. In this situation, that he threw his life away, took another life, and damaged the people that saw that.
Right. Yeah, no question. The people right next
members,
to him. Yeah,
all of it, man. All of it.
Yeah, because it's kind of like what Rich said, that when he first came out with this Draco, he made the mistake in a sense. He pulled out a gun, didn't do nothing with it, but that it was already started from there. Just him introducing a gun to the scenario made it where now dude pulled the gun on him. A lot of people said shit like, oh, he waited till the dude put the gun down to shoot him, but to tell the truth, it's not a movie. I mean, the gun is pointed down. He could not draw his gun on that other dude and beat him to the punch. The dude already had it pointed at him.
And he's being followed in this situation. Yeah. So you don't know what's going. Like I said, it's hard to put yourself in that, state of mind because you aren't that person. But it's so much easier to say that you're going to do something when you aren't in that predicament. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it's super sad for all the parties that's involved because, like y'all said, you shouldn't have to do any of that. Like, why did any of y'all feel like that day I had to have this on me?
Well, following up with what you said, Garnett, that's the harsh reality that Dev made a point, and it's crazy that he brung that up because I seen a comment like in the thread of like one of these videos, and that comment just hit me hard. It hit me to the chest. And I think it was probably like a white guy, somebody made a comment. And he was like, yo, it's really sad that people, these young men, whether they 15, 18, 19, 20, 20-something, but like Dev said, these young men got to live like this. And guess what? The comment was long. He was like, and I mean, they got to live like this, meaning like a lot of these kids, they stuck in these places and in these environments and in these situations because you got your family there, you got your mom, your sister, your grandmom, your brother. So that's the real harsh reality for like a lot of kids. It could be kids out here that's actually good kids and want to be good kids and want to do good kids. But when you outnumbered and you out ratio, and the ratio is outweighing you of other kids who just caught up in like certain lifestyles and certain shit, it really like gets fucked up, man. And it's really like sad that it's sad. It's sad. Like I listen, I seen some shit today. Young kid that, I dealt with in my job. I work with kids. And he older now. Like I had him for a few years. Tough kid, a lot of energy, but we always, was good. We had a good rapport. We used to bump heads sometimes because, again, tough kids. And I think I seen him like today, and I just happened to court a kid, like pulled up at like the light. As soon as I pull up to the light, he went to go dab his man. They was on bikes. As soon as he went, and I think he just probably hitting like 14 maybe, 14, because my program is 6 to 12, the older before and after school program. And him and his homie, he was departing from his homie. As soon as he went to go shake his hand, is when I caught the red light, and I just happened to look and like, oh, that's my guy. And they was hitting the handshake, and they was doing like, you know, what they do, they traditional shake. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it was new to me. I never knew. You know what I'm saying? And he know. He looking at me like this, like one of my mentors, one of my counselors. And I know he was just like, yeah. I'd rather he had not seen this.
Right.
You know, but and for me it was a little You know what I'm saying? Because I know the reality of the lifestyle and how it could be, because it don't gotta be like that. And I think in some scenarios it's not like that. And I think Nipsey, again, people like Nipsey was like on the forefront and role models and leaders of trying to change culture and just keep going in a better direction with life in the world and where we come from. Because all of these things, gangs, all of this shit that we talking about, man, stems from like the poverty shit. The poverty, these broken cities, these places where like is like a fucking like, I guess like, you know, a place where like they just harbor all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And all this shit be like infested drugs, liquor stores,
right? Just
the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it is really sad that people got to go through this, bro. People got to endure this, and it's nobody saying like, yo, hey, instead you got actually people. That's why like I don't give a fuck what Trump do. I don't give a fuck what Trump do for like money or whatever. Like I could never like fuck with nobody like Trump. Like, again, because, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like when he was talking like that suburb shit, he was saying like it's going to be the end of the suburbs. He's trying to tell like suburban people like if they go like in a different direction as far as like trying to like equality and everything, you know, basically saying like the hood is going to end up in the suburbs and the suburbs to be dead. Mm-hmm. But why can't everybody have nice neighborhoods?
Right. Well, you know, you know, we could go on about this forever, and you brought this nigga up before we get out of here. This stupid nigga wants to be on motherfucking Mount Rushmore, man. This dude really wants to be added to the historical Mount Rushmore. He claims that, you know, one, he likes to claim that he actually doesn't feel, never said that he should be on Mount Rushmore, but he says that the news media brings it up and makes it a thing. And he says, you know what, but come to think of it, it does sound like a pretty good idea, considering the fact, this is from his words, that in this 3.5 years that he's been president, that he's done more than probably any president, got more done than any president in the history of the United States of America.
I think that, again, Donald dumb. Donald is dumb. Donald is definitely dumb because, and he think people dumb. I think he think the people dumb, and that's what really makes motherfuckers like dumb. When you think you could like pull like bullshit on people, but as far as him just wanting to be on like Mount Rushmore, I think it's partial, like definitely like his control shit, his power shit, that power ego that I think he has. You know, I got paper, I could do what I want out here. I know paper makes shit move, whatever type shit. And second of all, Dev, I do think he want to be on there. I think like when you do to the math of the history of Mount Rushmore and what they say the history of Mount Rushmore is, because supposedly I heard that it was people that wanted to get Mount Rushmore destroyed, period, because of the history of it. Like they say George Washington is on Mount Rushmore, and George Washington owned about 130 slaves at some point in time. I believe, who else is it? Is it Thomas
Lincoln.
Jefferson?
I don't believe that it's going to happen, though.
Lincoln, I think, they said was the only person who they felt
he deserved to
be there and was somewhat, you know, just a decent president.
But that turns into a whole bunch of debates because they say that they just wanted to free slaves for other reasons. But continue.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. But we know that the other couple faces that's on there definitely like were racist and were like slave owners and things of that nature. So my whole thing is like Donald be trying to do shit that's like a slap in the face, but like do it in your face.
Yeah, like I want to be, line me up with them.
Yeah, I've done the new modern day of what they did.
Yes,
I'm the 2020 of who they were. I'm pushing racism to the forefront. I'm back separating people. I'm telling them, no, y'all can't get this. We're powerful. We deserve this. Build a wall. Right. And the only one of y'all that does get this is the ones that sell out. Right. Now, if you sell out and you come over here with the raccoonery, then you can be with us. And
Listen, what you said, nice. Somebody, well, we ain't gonna mention the person that we said about, but niggas went to Cancun, Mexico for a vacation. Kanye West, there's more information coming out that he's definitely, in cahoots with this presidency to split the vote, more than split the vote, and that he stated to, damn it, I know that I actually wrote down the article that I was reading, but he stated in an interview that he wasn't running for president, he was walking for president. Mm-hmm. And that means there's not a real effort in your run. You're just doing it so that the people that would vote for Biden, which is a lesser of two evils situation that we see, once they split, the people that would have voted for Biden, some of them would vote for Kanye West, and then that lowers Biden's vote, and you got your winner. Easy, easy situation. And I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Kanye. Them goofy ass shoes ain't it. And I'm done.
It's the money, man. It's the money and the power, man.
I'm done.
That's what these people be wanting. And I mean, you gotta look at the people that's supporting him as well. Cause listen, if we can figure out and what's going on, you think the people that's backing Kanye West don't, as far as Chance the Rapper, Nick Cannon, I thought the baby just said something about they gonna vote for him. It's like, why are y'all voting for him knowing the circumstances?
Right. Yeah, it's goofy
so
shit.
What are you trying to set up for yourself? Because that's only a self play. Like, what else can you do with a vote that's going to be split? Because what
happens is, how this whole thing works, and what lobbying and all types of shit. All this works is, Richie said if he get in office, he gonna make sure to look me out in this way. I'm very popular. Vote for Richie. You know what I'm saying? We all know how that shit go. We had political situations in our city that was like movie worthy, and that's why y'all gotta go and check out motherfucking Chase Street on Amazon. Listen, this has been the Devinwade Show. I am done. I think that Yeezy's a dickhead at this motherfucking point.
But you ain't got disrespect the shoe though.
Those shoes were terrible. Rich, hold on, disrespected the shoes. Rich turned his shoe into a motherfucking skeleton dick. He turned him into a skeleton dick earlier in the meme.
He got
oh, you talking about the new Skeletors? You're not talking about like the regular
No, I'm not talking about those.
Not those.
I was sitting here like, just kind of like lightly stung. I was lightly stung. Because he was over there like, we're not, we speaking on Kanye and his mental health issues and how we feel he need help. And Dev just went a little bit further, and he was like in those corny ass shoes, and I was sitting here like, well, there you have it.
He's looking at his feet. I'm talking about those. Whatever.
Those sneak peek of all of them. All of them. It's like 3 or 4 different pairs that he like sneak preview. They're pretty terrible.
Niggas trolling.
They're gonna sell out though.
He's trolling.
So he's losing. So he's
They're gonna sell out.
But that's the energy and the karma that probably come with when you doing dumb shit.
For myself, for Porno Porter,
peace world.
For motherfucking Garnett Briscoe, and for Waleska D.
Peace out, my people.
We out of here, y'all. Peace.
We about to fuck the city up with this one.
It's a bird. No, it's a plane. No, wait.
I'm only taking dubs. Shawty say she miss me. Exit made this. I'm only taking dubs. Shawty say she miss me, only hit that shit once. Saying she in love, but you know I never was. I don't rock it twice, bitch, I wear that shit once. They send bullets through the back, but I was in the front. I got